our beloved teacher, Mr. Don Nagadilla, and to you, my fellow classmates. Good evening. Centuries had passed since those foreigners invaded us. Years had passed since we were ruled by those merciless hands. Years had passed since blood spit out from the bodies of the natives. But no matter how long did it take, from cruelty and tyranny, our flag was raised in full dignity and pride. We had successfully achieved our independence, an independence which brought out the way for our archipelago to be formed into a nation with its own identity, rights, laws, culture, language, and of course, with its own people, whom we call the Filipinos. Let me remind all of you, it's us, the Filipinos. It is a fact in which we should be proud of. I repeat, we should be proud being a Filipino. Why? Because Filipinos are hardworking. Filipinos are by nature hardworking. Even before the sun rises, the farmers are already preparing their nets. The fishermen or the farmers are already plowing their fields. Even the others, the teachers, the policemen, and even the tourists, they show full respect to their works and fulfill their obligations. Family-oriented, that's the Filipinos. The father is responsible in earning a living to sufficiently support the needs of the family members, while the mother manages the finance of the family. Obedient, another good thing. We follow the advices of the elders so as to lead peaceful and orderly lives. Filipinos are respectful. We have a high respect to our elders. We're taught of using po and opo as respectful words. Filipinos are also frugal. We inherited this trait from our forefathers. We take care of our belongings. We keep our money in the bank. Our clothes are handed down to younger siblings, and our leftover food is saved for the next meal, or altered a little to become an animal's food. We are religious as well. We have a deep faith in God. In times of needs, we call on Him for help. And this faith helps us survive our hardships in life. Having a responsible government, clean and orderly environment are some of our ideals and aspirations that we must not forget. All of those that were mentioned were all about being a true Filipino. So, shall I say, true Filipinos are not anymore present in today's generation? Why? Because those positive traits were bounded off by the negative one. What we are now? What we are now is a total opposite of what our forefathers taught that we must be. I know, questions might come back and forth into your mind while I'm saying this. I'm saying this because many of us now don't have any interest in finding a job. The Halan effect is very common. Some might say, there is no job opportunity here. But the fact is, there is still a lot. Agriculture is one of the answers. Plant crops. And when you harvest it, you can earn money. Yes, it's not as big as a company's income, but it is a rewarding work. Still, some choose to wait for a job that will give them a higher income, even if their family is starving, rather than working hard with a small income, but can truly suit their family's simple needs. We must think of the future, not only of today. Close family ties are not any more important. Broken families are very common. Teenagers of today are too much aggressive to do things. They're having the rebellion against their parents. Their parents' advices were not any more important. Same as with using ha when speaking to elders, which is considered as an act of weakness. We too are very careless of our belongings. We don't want to wear the old stuffs of our siblings. We tend to buy a new one. We always wanted an imported one. Our leftover foods were just thrown in the trash can, and we tend to go mostly to the fast food chains to eat. Even if we don't have enough money anymore, yet we're still wasting it. Maybe we've lost the importance of some things. And as we learn from the history, our forefathers launched numerous revolutions in their design to find leaders who will be responsible in the performance of their duties and who will rightfully address the needs of the people. But what we have right now is an irresponsible and corrupt government rather than a responsible government. So now, my fellow, shall I ask you, what's happening to us? We need a change. We need to renew ourselves. And we shall not cast away the traits that were given to us, Filipinos, by the Almighty God, in order to correct what's wrong with our environment. The traits that were used to fight for our independence, and the traits that will prove that we are all true Filipinos. Just remember that if we fail, problems will continue to deteriorate us, our nation, and of course, our future. My fellow men, let's now become a true Filipino. Once again, a pleasant